Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into Matt Haig's newest novel, The Life Impossible. Known for his introspective, hopeful, and often metaphysical approach, Haig offers us another story about the complexities of human life, grief, and second chances, all wrapped in a mix of magical realism and adventure. Let's break down the fascinating journey of Grace Winters in this heartfelt novel of self-discovery. Overview of the plot. The Life Impossible follows the story of Grace Winters, a 72-year-old retired math teacher from England. Having endured a lifetime of profound grief and disappointment, including the tragic death of her 12-year-old son and financial ruin after a hacker wiped out her retirement savings, Grace believes her life is essentially over. She's a widow, living a monotonous existence, consumed by guilt and sadness. That is, until she receives an unexpected inheritance. A house on the Mediterranean island of Ibiza, left to her by an old friend, Christina van der Berg. With no plan, no guidebook, and only a one-way ticket, Grace embarks on a new adventure. Her initial skepticism about this unexpected turn fades as she begins to explore Ibiza, a place as full of life and mystery as her own journey will soon become. The house Christina left her isn't much, an old, run-down structure, but it represents a new beginning. Something Grace didn't believe was possible for her at this stage of life. Themes of grief, adventure, and rediscovery. Grace's journey is one of profound rediscovery. As she explores the island, meets new people, and learns about Christina's mysterious past, Grace begins to confront her own trauma. Her life in Ibiza forces her to re-examine her grief over her son's death and the choices she made afterward. The novel explores how grief can trap us in the past, but it also shows the possibilities of healing, no matter how late in life. Haig's signature touch of magical realism weaves into the story as Grace begins to uncover more about Christina's death and the impossible truths of life itself. Ibiza is presented not just as a physical place but as a landscape of emotional and spiritual discovery, where the lines between reality and the mystical blur. Grace encounters strange, almost fantastical experiences that challenge her logical mind, shaped by years of teaching mathematics, and push her toward a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of life and death. Central relationships. The relationship between Grace and Christina, though developed mostly through letters and memories, plays a central role in the novel. Christina's influence from beyond the grave guides Grace's transformation, reminding her that life, no matter how difficult or painful, always has room for unexpected twists, new friendships, and moments of joy. The people Grace meets on the island, whether locals or tourists, serve as a reflection of the myriad ways humans connect, support, and heal one another, even in their most broken states. Additionally, Grace's correspondence with Maurice, a former student of hers, forms the framework of the novel. Grace writes him an email explaining her incredible adventure, framing the entire story as a letter of wisdom and life lessons. This device allows the story to remain intimate, giving the reader direct access to Grace's thoughts as she unravels the mysteries around her and her own emotions. The Impossible Truths. The novel's title, The Life Impossible, hints at one of its main themes, the realization that what seems impossible might simply be part of a reality we don't yet fully understand. Throughout her time in Ibiza, Grace confronts truths about herself and her life that she had buried or ignored. The magic of the island, the strangers she encounters, and the spiritual elements of the plot push her to embrace the impossible. Haig expertly blends elements of science fiction, philosophy, and spiritual exploration, creating a narrative that balances grounded, real-world grief with fantastical, often whimsical moments. The story is, at its core, about finding hope in the least likely places, about how even when life feels impossible, there's always potential for beauty and meaning. Conclusion, hope and healing. By the end of the novel, Grace emerges transformed. The pain and grief she carried with her throughout her life have not disappeared, but she's learned to coexist with them, to find hope and possibility even in the face of darkness. Haig doesn't offer easy answers or resolutions, but he provides readers with a sense of optimism and the comforting message that it's never too late for a new beginning. The book closes on a reflective note, suggesting that while life may be full of uncertainty and hardship, it also holds moments of magic, joy, and unexpected connections that make it worth living. Outro, and that's The Life Impossible by Matt Haig, a beautifully written exploration of grief, hope, and second chances, wrapped in a fantastical journey. Haig once again shows us that even in the darkest of times, life has the potential for renewal and connection. If you found this recap insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more in-depth book breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and remember, life, no matter how impossible it seems, always has something more to offer.